Okay, today we want to do a quick video on Coloursteel fencing versus timber fencing. As you can see, this timber fence has been here for a few years, and one of the things you want to look out for with timber fencing is twisting, basically the post twisting at the top. You can see how this has come away at the top. So posts, these rough sawn posts, these 100 by 100 posts, what you got to understand is that they actually have knots in them, so where the knots are, basically the timber will shrink and expand at different rates, so that's when you get the twisting. Secondly, you're going to get this warping, which is what you've got here, where you've got one paling that's basically going inside 15 mils, and it basically doesn't look good. And the last thing that you need to look out for is rotting. You can see here that this fence is basically starting to rot from the inside. So when you're looking at the pros and cons of timber versus Coloursteel, you know, you've got to look at the fact that, you know, this fence here is probably only 10-15 years old and it's already leaning over 200 mils at the top. I mean, that can be to do with different factors, like stuff leaning against it, but as you can see, nothing's leaning against it from this side. So it's basically just the timber warping and twisting and rotting. So when you want to compare that with Coloursteel, you've got to realise that Coloursteel won't do any of that. It will basically be good both sides. You won't have this rail that's on the side at all, and basically the way that this custom is installed, this a thief can just jump over that rail right there. It's like putting up a ladder up against your fence. So with Coloursteel you get good both sides. It won't twist, it won't warp, and it won't rot, and of course it's pre-painted. So when you're looking at the pros and cons of timber versus Coloursteel, Coloursteel will outlast this many times over. I mean, you've got to look at the lifetime value. You know, a fence like this may last you 10 to 15 years. You'd have to replace it. So in 30 years time you would have to replace your fence twice, where if you just installed Coloursteel you'd be actually saving money over the long term. So if you're looking for a good reliable product, we do recommend Coloursteel. Again, we don't like to install timber because nobody can guarantee it. It's rough sawn timber, nobody guarantees it, not even the manufacturer. With Coloursteel fencing you get basically you get a 10-year guarantee on the product, plus you get our workmanship guarantee. We guarantee that we'll install a product that won't warp, twist or bend over time. Hopefully that's been helpful to you. If you're interested in Coloursteel fencing, check us out at strongfencing.co.nz.